Welcome to the show that will make you laugh until you cry. Today, we reveal the survival story of a big guy. Are you ready? Heads falling from above resemble a Halloween prank, spreading like a contagion from one level to the next. The big guy once sampled the deceased cuisine on the 24th floor, which led him to become a celebrity in the prison after all. He is, isn't he, a diner with quite the unique taste. To protect the big guy, Perrin couldn't help but stage a play, holding him tight like he's a giant cotton candy. The big guy's jail time is a parent's masterpiece, filled with lies and storytelling. Dropping out at 16, she became a business black hole, kicked out by wife and kids, leaving parents shaking heads. Getting assigned to level 180 was her wake-up call. She didn't want Perrin to share in her punishment. While wallowing in guilt, the big guy pulled out a lighter, shouting, "Eating with me was the wrong choice. Stay away. I don't want to eat with you. Just tell my kids I've always loved them." So heartfelt, everyone's on the brink of crying. At that precise moment, the chubby individual accidentally ignited his own clothes, a genuinely spectacular fiery choice, in no way constituting a punishment. He turned into a fireball, plummeting like a spaceship to level 333, where a blindfolded man strolled among inmates. The big guy dropped into a dark abyss, flames illuminating the surroundings. Poor Perrin woke up to find herself switched to level 50. Her new friend was lonely. The upper level folks assured Perrin everything's fine, no saboteurs. They could joyfully enjoy their own food, like hitting the jackpot. The food platforms on level 51 were as varied as a buffet. Alas, when the platform arrived, the food was wrecked. Friends from above said some newcomers were not following the rules. People on 46th floor were noisy, while upstairs another group ran wild. The tall, skinny guy was about to enter, like a superhero. After finishing the food scraps, Perrin learned that level 54 had more lawbreakers, and she wanted to join the force, even though it seemed pretty unreliable. Unfortunately, she was turned down by the low-class people. What a real buzzkill this party turned out to be. If there are lawbreakers on a certain level, only the 4 people above can intervene, like a coordinated drill. Perrin casually told the one-armed girl that today's lesson is about the upper levels breaking the rules, like a game gone wrong. They only cared about filling their bellies, ultimately leading to the big guy's demise. Rumor has it that the tall, skinny guy, Dekan Babai, was visiting. His law enforcement is strict, absolutely fair. Suddenly, the one-armed girl stopped eating, dismantled 2 steel pipes, like a weapon maker. When she threw one to Perrin, it was like a demo for her. Perrin decisively tossed her snack aside and jumped onto the platform to join the Guardian squad. When they reached level 52, people strongly opposed it, like discussing a subtle social issue, worried about breaking the communication chain. One person stayed on level 52 to relay messages while the other followed, and friends from level 53 were also ready to meet. The 5 went to level 54, but their feet showed, leading to an ambush by a bearded man from 53. Unbelievable. This bearded guy had incredible strength, quickly taking down 2 men, while 3 women cornered him with unstoppable force. The bearded guy dropped his weapon and begged for mercy, but seized the opportunity to jump onto the moving platform, a true plot twist. A crazed sick woman chased after him fiercely. Seeing the bearded guy raise a shard of glass, Perrin immediately jumped off the platform to knock him. The bearded guy was worn out and begged for mercy. She set some ground rules, but couldn't bring herself to strike him down. The bearded guy jumped onto the table to escape to the next level while the sick woman screamed. Perrin comforted her, like carrying the flames of friendship. At this point, Perrin realized he wasn't lucky at all, but rather a symbol of misfortune. He definitely didn't want to stay here, like an unwelcome guest. The nighttime woman shared her past. She was a rule-loving person, holding onto a life of immense pressure. She and her friends always followed the rules, but one day they broke a taboo. It was like hitting a brick wall. A starving man pushed them over the edge. They secretly took food from the deceased for a charity feeding. A few days later, the stern Dekan found them, deciding to give them a lesson, and he lost an arm in the process. In this case, fairness in prison truly depends on helping others. It sounds very reasonable. The sick woman told Perrin that the only way to survive was to find her way to escape, even if it sounded a bit crazy. The optimal moment for escaping presents itself during the monthly rotation of prison stalls, akin to engaging in an exhilarating survival game. Their true aim wasn't to reduce deaths, but to keep the daily struggle going. Next day, they found a person tied beneath the platform. It looked like a scene from a horror movie. Upon witnessing the scene, the two individuals swiftly raised their steel pikes, fully prepared for combat, resembling a special forces team that is about to embark on a mission, all set and geared up. Unceremoniously, dozens came down from the platform, with Dakin from the Middle City's faction leading, mentioning the duo's policing sog. Dakin declared that Perrin and her friend earned some credit yesterday, so today they could eat whatever, but the plot twist was too. However, as the platform descended, Dakin whistled a talk about a magic trick of instant personality change. They were quickly subdued, and Dakin helplessly said, "You shouldn't have participated in the policing act." He sternly informed them they would lose an arm as a punishment. It was hard to believe this was happening. The one-armed woman was indeed on her second strike. What an unforgettable and dramatic character she truly was in this twisted test.